getting placed in XP, right? Because they picked the Arlet for Van Strong here. Roamer.
So,
Might be a pocket pick.
That matchup though, man. The Badang against a Yuzong, we haven't seen it very often for good reason. I'm not quite sure what to expect.
Not really sure either, and I'm excited, so let's just sit back and relax and enjoy the show for the Classical Derby. Game number 1 between Rex Regum Kaon and EVOS Legends.
Gotta phone in the friend for this one. This question, man. I'm texting Diablo right now. Why Badang?
Diablo might be able to
Why
shed
did you
some
ask
light.
me to do it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was a wasted opportunity. But continue, Arashi.
We'll have to see if Diablo might be able to shed some light on the situation. But looking at the movements already, seems to be a bit more aggression. Of course, the clear coming from this Boxia is definitely a big weapon. But look at Dyron.
Oh, this might be first blood already. Dyron going in. Vildora, 1 HP. There you go, the passive. DOT. Naomi now gonna be caught. Van Strong dealing damage, jumping over to Dyron. Trying to chase Naomi down, but now with a good spear, Dyron might actually be caught up. Oh, the healing! The outplay, Dyron! What an absolute monster in his first game!
So close. So close.
That was dangerous. And RRQ, they have the advantage when it comes to the fighters right here, it seems, with the good build, the good mix of sustain and damage. Look at Lemon though.
Jumps in, gets tied up, forced to flicker. That's a W for RRQ.
This is an Impure Wrath Angela, by the way. Not a focusing mark, not a Brave Smite. The alien comes with something that we have seen in the past not so well, and he will be flickering out early.
Impure Rage. That's very interesting. Why would you go for Impure Rage here? Are you looking for the mana that you need in the early game?
That is the assumption.
Is it worth it?
We'll have to see. I mean, for now, we have seen that it hasn't been performing as well. We usually prefer the other emblems, but maybe the alien can make it work. With a team composition full of fighters like this, the more healing she can spam, the better it will be as Turtle is contested.
Naomi's looking for an opening right now. The shield unity connects right there, and Fairsick wins it. Once again, Fairsick with the Retribution battles, and now it's Dyron with the Black Dragon form, taking Sutsujin out. Even in the enemy jungle, Fairsick wants to capitalize on this even more. Purple buff invaded and taken away unless EVOS can steal it. Nope, Fairsick secures it for RRQ.
For someone who just debuted here after 332 days of being absent, Dyron surely is fired up. 200 KDA so far. And Town's prediction, not surprised, Papulong alone.
Not surprised about Bulung, but we talk about curses a lot on the desk. I wonder what this means, but look at this, man.
Again, it's Naomi with the onward, gets taunted up, a spear to connect. Van Strong has the final slash, jumps in, Primal Wrath from Naomi. The final slash brings him back in the torn apart memory. Naomi can be bursted down, but Naomi survives with the Primal Wrath. It's an outplay, and EVOS Legends lose Van Strong.
Whew. That was dangerous. Being able to survive like that, though, allows that Edith to do so many things, man. Soak up damage, deal DPS. In these long, drawn-out fights, there's no way EVOS can match up to this. The healing and the DPS as well. An Irithel and the Edith. This is a deadly combination for anyone that's going to be serving as the front line for EVOS.
It truly is, and I guess one of the main factors as to why is this fun fact by Grab Lemon. The last time he played as a mid laner was in Season 10 of MPL Indonesia, and in 8 games he was playing as a mid laner. Lemon had a 50% win rate using heroes like Yi, Valentina, Lunox, and Fermis. So already a very different shade to Lemon, using a hero like Angela, who is not so much a playmaking hero, but support all around.
We were expecting something crazier, or even a fighter that can really start fights, but it doesn't seem to be the case at all.
Fairsick splitting it up. Van Strong was baited in. A spear connects onto Skylar, but Fairsick with the help of the hard guard here is very, very tanky. Pops the Poisons as well. Sutsujin tries to lock him down, but there's just no damage coming down. No Brazer's wrapped though. Veldora! It's a fist crack onto Naomi. EVOS are on the board, but doesn't seem like EVOS can look for anything on top of that. Fairsick gets a free turtle.
That was a 5v4 situation, mind you. Dyron was still on the way from that top lane. But even so, RQ, sure, they had to lose Naomi in the process, but they were able to secure the neutral objective and successfully zone EVOS Legends away.
Considering the fact that the EVOS were trying so hard and they used so many resources to try and secure something, the fact that they're only able to get Naomi on the Edith is not a good sign at all. You cannot afford to use everything, including the Barang ultimate, to try and get the roamer, right? It needs to be placed more properly towards the members of RRQ. So we'll see what EVOS do to solve this problem. If they're relying on brands, like we mentioned, it might be not enough damage coming in from this Brody pick.
What are they doing here? What are they planning, EVOS Legends?
They're planning to survive the onslaught of damage coming in. Sutsujin secures his orange buff. No retreat from Fersik earlier. Sutsujin is trying to lock Fersik down now with the help of Van Strong, Krine, and Veldora. 4-man rotation up top. Wow, good sidestep. That's a wall. Pinning Fersik down. That's 4 members, but my goodness gracious. Fersik, he doesn't care. The final slash bringing him back, but again he doesn't care. Now Brands though finally comes in. They needed 5 members to take him down. 2-4-1, a turret up top. Oh, there. Omi with the help of Dyron. It ends up being worth it for RRQ. Naomi's doing even more than that. What the heck?
That is crazy, man. The amount of time they spent trying to secure the kill with the Baxia-Angela combo is just completely insane. And with that, look at the map. They're able to get the kills, trade evenly, but what are they giving up? The control over the waves, the turrets on the outer side. 2 has been lost for EVOS Legends, and without the turrets for safety, this means that Fersik has free reign to take over the jungle.
It's unbelievable how much anti-regen EVOS Legends needs right now, right? Because on top of the sustain coming in from Fersik, there's got to be some way that you need to shred through that shielding and that healing coming in from Lemon. Otherwise, RRQ, they're just going to walk all over you or wheel all over you in this particular case, as Skylar picks up a very important item.
The Berserker's Fury will allow them to do a lot more damage right here, especially to the backline members. If EVOS use all the crowd control for the front line, that is danger.
Good vengeance, anti-CC, locking him down right now. Final slash, with Fersik back, but in the back, look at Skylar. Dyron picks up the kill onto the turtle right now, chasing Brands down, and Skylar just walks him down. It's a double kill. Meanwhile, Fersik and Naomi, unkillable, despite EVOS Legends sending or using their resources to go at him.
You know what I've noticed? This is insane, but RRQ, it's like they're always doing 2 things at the same time. We saw earlier, plays on the top side and then turtle. Right there, fight on the turtle pit, but still the chase onto the orange buff, but look at this combo!
3-man, but it does no damage. Good CC, but now gets petrified and punished by Dyron and the lot.
Look at that stat, my guy. 4-0-2 on Dyron on his first game in forever. You expect a warm-up game, at least minimal. But he doesn't need that. He doesn't require that. He's falling back into old patterns very quickly, and it brings you back to the days of how he was able to shake heads when he was back in Rebellion Zion as their EXP laner.
Astral Echo, final slash, even the wall put down with the fist crack, but Fersik takes so much, and ultimately Van Strong gets traded in 1-for-1 despite them using everything.
Well, that obstacle, the fist break from Veldora, has been critical in just limiting the movement coming in from these high-speed movement heroes like the Baxia, like the Irital. That is definitely a big problem that RRQ needs to solve. But at the same time, you're talking about Dyron. He was able to get the turtle as well in the previous fight. During the Black Dragon form, he just very casually collided with it and took it for his team. Now, RRQ is still in control, but you can see EVOS Legends, they're looking for objectives. They might get the top turret for free.
They're definitely looking for trades here. They need to. They need to shrink down that lead that RRQ have gotten themselves. 5,000, shrinking little by little here with the fact that they were able to get that turret on the top side, like you mentioned. And there's definitely a way for EVOS Legends to find more value, right? And if so, how?
I think it's difficult right now. There's not a real good target for them to try and pick off, right? The roamer is just so flexible. They've been able to get Naomi, keep in mind, but everyone else is just way too tanky. And they have no way of reaching Lemon either. That is the main problem right here. They're going for a split push, but 5 men of RRQ are at the Lord Pit.
5-man Astral Echo, but Naomi finds a pick on the Sutsujin there with the onward and an Earth Shatter. Final slash to disengage, so Jin running away. Naomi getting caught, but it's torn apart memory, but RRQ secures the Lord. Meanwhile, up top, Veldora channeling his inner Aran, picking up a tier 2 for free. Maybe not for free. Fairsick is looking for a kill back. Veldora is running, but I don't think you can outrun an Irithel with Leo on all fours. Skylar with a heavy crossbow. Veldora with a fist break and a fist crack. Even a flicker. So Tsujin catching Lemon, and that's a kill by the Sphere of Krite. 2 for 2. A kill and a Lord for RRQ.
Lemon, way too aggressive right there. Trying to help out with the kill, but not remembering that the Angela is absolutely vulnerable to every single member for the side of EVOS Legends. With the first turret still up on the mid lane though, RRQ, they really want to take this out. They need it to just deny more vision, have more control, and shut down Sutsujin even more. Sutsujin is a very capable player in his own right, but without levels, it's going to be a free game for Fairsick to just secure all the neutral objectives.
And on the other side here, players gold by Ube's gold, Skylar Brands on top. That's a 3,000 gold gap between the gold laners here. You can see Brands just struggling to equalize that gold deficit that he has, trying to be a little bit more impactful in the game. But it's tough, right? Because I believe that Brody requires a little bit of snowballing to have an impact in the game, but with Irithel leading this far, 3,000 gold, is there still a way for Brands to have an impact in the game in the later stage?
I mean, Nino and Watt have been consistently able to make it work, but now against the Novaria, you're seeing that this Astral Sphere is doing a lot more damage. But while all that is going on, the bottom turret gets taken out by RRQ, so they're doing a great job adapting to what EVOS is doing. But they seem stumped right now. They can't really get this mid turret. And finally, Sutsujin is getting some more resources in his own jungle that RRQ has been denying. And I think they're going to be waiting for the next big team fight. That is the RRQ way.
And now it's just the waiting game for both these teams, right? No neutral objectives. They finally slowed the tempo down, and we get to see the gold differences here by UBS Gold. Skylar, I think, holding the most. Yeah, the biggest gold lead, 2,000.
And close second is going to be Veldora and Dyron. It's about 1,000 gold difference. And look at this, they're just waiting around. At this point, EVOS Legends have some kind of damage, so they can't be completely ignored the same way RRQ was doing in game number 1. So having the Black Dragon form is a great bit of utility that RRQ can completely abuse when the Lord spawns in 15 seconds. If you look at the positioning, the wave has been set up for success. Unless EVOS Legends, they try and impact it and risk getting the Lord just snuck from under their noses.
That's a scary part, right? It's tough. But the thing is, RRQ, I feel like they have a little bit more tools to work with their composition, no? EVOS Legends, do they prioritize picks instead of full 5v5 team fights, or?
See, Skylar has full items, so that's definitely another hurdle that EVOS Legends need to try to jump over.
They're going to be going for this Lord just right now. And RRQ, they're really patient about this, but they're getting a lot of poke damage being done to them. And I think overall, EVOS Legends will be going for more of a big team fight. But now look at who's showing on the top side. This might be the Lord guaranteed for RRQ.
Good zone by the Black Dragon form. Fairsick can be brought back to the team by the final slash right now. Stunned up as well. Sutsujin looking for an opening right now, but that's going to be the Earth Shatter, and Fairsick secures it with the help of the team. 3-man toss. Skylar, oh my god, the fadeaway to pick him off, and that might just be, yes, a double kill and a Lord for free. EVOS Legends weren't able to do anything up top.
Oh no, RRQ looking to just dominate all over EVOS Legends here in the first game of this series. Look at that gold lead! 4,000 onto Brands.
That is an insane gold lead, and that is why he is at full items already. Having the Great Dragon Spear, he's gonna keep going. The whole team goes for a dive.
Whoa, what happened? Veldora gets picked off by the onward of Naomi. Brought back to the team. The torn apart memory just tickles RRQ. EVOS able to defend from the minion waves, but look, one Lord is still standing with full HP up top.
And after doing that play, RRQ are kind of low, but that's where the Angela pick in the hands of Lemon really sees value. Now they can just keep staying on the field and go for this play on the top side with a man advantage. Veldora up in 8, 7.
It's a charge and a shield unity to the back. Naomi with a flicker shatter. The final slash, we're gonna Ferrosic back right now with a taunt as well. Turn up our memory, gonna be able to melt Ferrosic down, taking his mortality out. Skylar still doing a lot of damage. Brazen Brad taking Ferrosic low, and now finally taken out by Krite with an Astral Sphere. Another kill traded in for a big base turret, and it's only Ferrosic again.
It is a top side base turret though. You can only assume it's intentional, but having this in their disposal later in another 80 seconds means they have the macro pressure to ensure that they will get more priority in securing this Lord. On the other hand, Skylar has went for a some rapid boots right here. We've seen Aerithels go with no boots, but I think with all the slows being thrown around by the set of EVOS Legends, it's a wise investment.
I feel like Krite is going to be that #1 issue, right? The fact that he's able to have that AoE slow coming through. Skylar needs to be aware of that. But other than that itemization coming in from him, Veldora just picked up a Sea Halberd.
Veldora with the Sea Halberd.
Yes.
Will be limiting the healing from the Angela. Anti-healing is definitely something you need right here. And like we talked about in the previous match, having a box jam means that you do not have to worry about the healing denial. But look at the positioning, man. RRQ focusing on the top side of the map, prepping, making sure that they have pressure and they can punish before the Lord is up. In another 25 seconds, you can expect RRQ to be looking for a chance, maybe a concealed play as well.
They need to try and pick them off. I think they should go for that. And I do believe that the Sea Halberd was warranted because Dyron actually picked up an Oracle on top of everything. So in case Veldora has to do this exactly, housekeeping on the side lanes, and they send Dyron in to do the same, he has a little bit more of a fighting chance in that 1v1.
Well, we're seeing Athena's and Twilight Armors being built by RRQ as well. So honestly, it's a bit of a tough situation because with more items, the members of RRQ are gonna be even tankier. And keep in mind, it's a Brody that's trying to melt it down. And look at Dyron going in for the play.
Wow, pulling the trigger. Vanstrong with the conceal defensively this time. Shield Unity connecting onto Vanstrong right now with the help of Naomi with the onward and the Earth Shatter, locking Vanstrong down. Flicker out, switch in, 4-man taunt. No follow-up. So able to escape for now. The torn apart memory gets popped in. Veldora, fist break only on the Ferrosic, missing it right now and gets punished for it. Skylar picks up a double Naomi with an onward and the Earth Shatter, bringing Krite back. Brand's free hitting, but finally now gets punished without the Wind of Nature. Goes back in with a corrosive strike. Sutsujin all alone, and it's a wipeout for the Kings.
So wiped out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. That's it, that's GG. With all 5 members on the side of the White Tigers taken down, RRQ are showing madness. They are showing dominance, and they are showing strength and versatility against the 3-time world champs.
Man, no main roster, no Lord, no problem. RRQ snags away the first game.
Is that Lemon smiling?
It is Lemon smiling.
That's a rare sight.
That is character development coming in from the alien.